back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Rhonda, better known as HotmessmommaMD, and quick FYI, it's hair washing day, so there's that. Anyways, on today's video, we are going to be reviewing the brand new C-Color Cosmetics Juicy Palette. This retails for $9.50, and this is a dupe for last summer's Kylie Cosmetics eyeshadow palette that looks like this. Absolutely gorgeous. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I did post that exact dupe for the palette, for this palette. Now, C-Color Cosmetics does give me a discount code for you guys where you can save 10% if you use code HOTMESS10. As always, that is an affiliate code, so if you're not down to give me a little bit of a commission, by no means, don't use it. And a wonderful thing about C-Color Cosmetics, anything over $9.99 does get you free shipping and free brushes. So this is a great opportunity to not only check out this palette, but some other ones, which by the way, this review is coming up next. But normally I do Is It a Dupe or Just a Waste of Money? I'm pretty sure I say that later in the video, but unfortunately I don't have her palette to do that, but I can tell you, of course, at the end, what I think about this palette. This is the look that I created. Yes, I know, my friends, this is outside my comfort zone. But you get a palette like this, how can you not use that color? So anyways, this video is probably going to be long, so grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab your ketones, whatever it may be. Is it Cat in the Hat Day? No, but I'm on a roll. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so here are all of the swatches of every single shade in the C-Color Cosmetics Juicy palette, which again is a dupe for the Kylie Cosmetics palette. As you can tell, well, hopefully that my camera's picking this up, they swatch pretty well, but of course swatches don't mean anything. It's all about the application process, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay guys, so getting right into this palette right here. This is what the inside of the palette looks like. So there is a total of 14 shades in here, as you guys see, and of course it is your standard type of cardboard packaging with a little bit of a mirror in there, as well as all of the ingredients, of course, are listed right on the back. Number one ingredient is talc, then mica. A lot of you guys have asked, what is this a dupe for? Now, last summer in 2018, Kylie Cosmetics did come out with a palette, and it just had Kylie on the top of it. I will show you guys. I did post this picture on Instagram to show you guys what this palette indeed was a dupe for. Now this you can pick up at ccolorcosmetics.com. It does retail for $9.50 with my coupon code that they have given me, which by the way is an affiliate code, so if you're not down to give me a commission, don't use it. Close your ears, don't listen. But if you want to save 10%, it is code HOTMESS10. That will save you 10%, and it'll bring the price of this palette down to $8.55, you guys. So we're going to go ahead and get into a look. I think that this palette, color-wise, is great with spring and summer coming along. Hopefully. We literally had like almost 2 inches of snow like 2 or 3 days ago, and we may get spring weather coming up soon. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in. We're gonna go ahead and get started on a look, and then of course I'll give you guys my final opinions after that. Okay, anyways, I'm cold, guys. I'm drinking tea with like my keto creamer in it. It's delicious, it's amazing, and I love it. Let's do this. It's really nice to do a video like this, guys, because typically I do Is It a Dupe or Just a Waste of Money? And then I do, of course, one side with the high end, one side with the other end, and I don't have the Kylie dupe eyeshadow palette for this one in particular, so I get to just put this right onto my face and not have to remember bouncing back and forth, all that stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead. I only have concealer on my lids, which is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer. I'm gonna go ahead and pretty much set majority of my lid with that bone shade. Now with their palettes, a lot of the times you will not get a name of the shade. For me personally, with as how affordable the C-Color Cosmetics line is, that's not a big deal to me. I mean, literally $8.55 for this palette, you guys. So as I said, I'm just placing this shade, which is pretty much close to my natural shade, right on my lid. And sorry guys, had to take a break a second. I got a little coughing fit, but just right on my lid, and then kind of up to the bone right there. So we're going to do that on both sides just to kind of set what little bit of concealer may be on there and not, you know, that's still sticky, whatever. I don't know what I'm doing. It's the first video of the day, guys. Okay, so the next color, I'm going to try and use as many colors as I can. You guys can see I've been playing in this, so you already know I have an opinion on this. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this. It's more on the taupey cool side than this bone shade, but we're just going to apply this just a little bit in the crease and maybe even a little bit farther up. It's not a shade that is going to like really like deepen anything. It's just, again, just kind of setting the tone for the rest of the colors that we add. I am going to try and add a little bit of these oranges in here, guys. I am, you guys know, I'm a neutral girl. I'm a neutral nudes type of girl. I am trying to get outside my comfort zone, especially when filming these videos. And since it's a weekend, I'm just gonna do it. I don't know how, but I'm gonna try and do it. So I am just going to tap a little bit of that on there, lightly kind of buff it. You guys know I have mature lids, so I tend to do more of a tapping motion and then a light buffing motion. I'm going to just stick with my little fluffy brush. Sorry, I think my camera was still trying to focus. And I'm going to add some of this little taupey shade, a little bit underneath the eyes, just a little bit. So I think what I'm going to do is... I can't. We're gonna go with this one. I'll incorporate this in here somehow, y'all, but I'm not ready for this. We're gonna go here. Baby steps, friends. Baby steps. Alright, so with this, I am gonna do a little bit more of like a tap into the crease part. More so looking down versus like looking up trying to get it in here. This is probably really gonna clash with my top. Oh well. So like I said, I just kind of do more of a tap and then a light little buff with a lot of colors, a lot of shades, no matter what the formula, whatever the brand. I just feel like if I start going in with the swiping motion, then I start to have a little bit of a skip. Again, doesn't matter what brand, whether it's high-end, whether it's more affordable. This is just how I've learned to kind of work with the fact that I have 40-year-old eyes. It's okay. You can still create beautiful looks. You just have to switch up your technique a little bit. If I'm out of focus, sorry guys, I have a moody camera. So now that we've got that on there, I am going to jump down a little bit and we're going to add this shade in here. And with this shade that I will be using, I am going to go in with a little bit smaller of a fluffy brush because I do want to really focus it just in the corners. So this is a Morphe M411 brush. And again, just kind of doing the tapping motion right in here. So, for me personally, I could just end it right here and be okay with it. But I'm going to just keep working different colors in here so you guys can show how well, or I can show you guys how well that this formula is, as well as I really want you guys to see that the way this formula is, I can't even think of a time that I have muddied up, not just this palette, but just their formula in general. That is something that I have really learned to love about C Color Cosmetics, and I didn't realize how often I did that with some high-end palettes as well as just other affordable type of dupe palettes. Is, you know, I want to layer, I want that lovely, like beautiful, like different, you know, I don't know the technical term, guys. I'm not a makeup artist, but I just want to be able to put different shades in there and see that there's like a, you know, almost like a, oh, what is the word I'm looking for? Almost like a dimension. You know, you see some makeup artists that do these beautiful looks and there's all this kind of almost like different dimension there. And I feel like with C Color Cosmetics or even Alter Ego, their palette that I use, I can add those dimensions in there or those different kind of steps without looking like a bunch of different steps, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking too much. Anyhow, let's just move on. But I am going to add just a little bit of the shade underneath the eye, just a smidge, to just kind of continue the look down here. But that is one thing that I'm finding with C Color Cosmetics is I don't find that I muddy up the shades. You know, and I really appreciate that because I'm still learning. Like I'm not a makeup artist. I'm still learning. I love to play in makeup, and you know, I didn't realize in the past how much that, you know, I would be trying to create these looks and I'd start to muddy up the formula, even, you know, if it is expensive. I'm repeating. Okay, so let's go in I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna go in with this dark one, and I'm gonna incorporate, I promise you guys, this shade right here. So sticking with this small Morphe M411 brush, we're gonna go ahead and just real lightly start building this up in the outer V part of the eye, like so. And then as I pat it, then I lightly start to kind of, real lightly, do a little bit of a circular motion. Bringing it up just as hair and underneath a smidge. I just dropped my brush on my face. I literally just dropped my brush. Girl, you done lost your mind. As always, one side will be higher than the other. Hashtag professional. Okay guys, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do next is I am going to attempt to apply this on my lid, and let's just start with step one, okay? So I'm going to use my finger because that's what I always do, and I'm just going to lightly tap this in the center. Oh my god, that is so orange. Okay. I actually kind of like that. But we're not going to leave it. We're just hold up. Just going to do this. I got to play around a little bit. I don't think I'm going to keep this bold, like, caution orange on my eyelids, but I promised you guys I'd incorporate it, and that's what I'm gonna do. Woman of my words. I actually like that in a crazy, funky kind of way. Okay, so I am going to incorporate this shimmer shade right here. More so, it may be a little too dark, so actually I'm gonna put that shimmer shade on the outer part, just right through here. Not too close to the edge, which I kind of did, but right through here. Probably, no, that was kind of dumb. Okay, we're going to go in darker. I don't like that gold. We're going to go in with this shade. I like the gold, but not where I'm placing it. That should have been more of an inner corner. Oh well. Live and learn, my friends. Live and learn. Now what I'm going to do is I do want to go in more with this lighter champagne-y shade. More so, again, with the finger in the corner part right here, and kind of I'm rubbing that, like blending that orange in with it, and then I'm taking some orange on my finger and kind of placing them together in the center. That's what I should have done versus trying to do this outer part. I'll try and cover that up later. What I'm going to do to try and fix it a little bit, my camera is going to cut off. Hold on. I don't know if this is going to work because like I said, I'm not a professional, but I am going to go in with this burgundy shade, and I'm going to try and cover over some of those sparkles. Okay, and then I want to take a little bit more of this burgundy shade, and I'm going to pop it under here a little bit darker. And then I'm going to add a little bit more orange right through here. I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna do my liner and my mascara, and Haley is texting me, so I gotta respond to her, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we are back. My shirt does not match, but we are gonna make the best out of this, and let me go ahead, zoom you guys in so you guys can see the final look. I have to say I'm low-key a little proud of myself because I am so far outside my comfort zone, but I'm not really mad about it. It came out a lot better than I was expecting. I actually did go in with a little bit of this color up by my brow bone, and I think I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit in the inner corner as well. While I've got you guys on camera, I'm just going to use a little pencil brush, and we're just going to pop a little bit of that in here, and then I'll zoom you guys in. Hey guys, so like I said, this is the final look that we did create. I think too, I'm thrown off with this lipstick. I am using Hey Girl from Dose of Colors from the Desi Katie collection, as well as over the top right in the center. So I feel like it's a little too orange, but I think overall it goes really well with the eye look. Let me zoom you guys out. We'll go ahead and talk about everything else. Guys, it's a Sunday. It's hair washing day, so you're not getting the best of me, but you're at least getting part of me, okay? So let's talk about this palette. Do I think that it is worth the $8.55? Yes. Do I think that it would be a good complement to your collection, especially with spring and fall coming with these colors? Yes. Here's the kicker, guys. So I don't even know if it's a kicker. I absolutely think that even though this whole like eye look is outside of my comfort zone, and I think it turned out really, really pretty. Like, just because I'm uncomfortable with it, I don't think it is like a ghastly look. You know what I mean? I think the performance of the shadows were perfect. It's what I expect with C-Color Cosmetics. Overall, I can tell you guys this isn't a first impression that these shadows wear really, really well throughout the day. Sorry, I got like a hair on my lip. Coming from the top of my head. Good job, girl. But I think that you're going to be really happy with this. And if you're like me and you are more of a neutral type of girl, you're going to be able to create that. I mean, if you really sit and look at this palette, these are your only two pops of colors here, guys. Is this peachy color and this orange color. And the orange is a bit, as you guys saw, a shimmer shade. Can't get my words together. This is a matte shade. This is absolutely gorgeous. It reminds me a lot of the shade, is it in the soft? No, not the soft glam. I think it's in the sultry palette, but it's very similar to that. It's one of those shades that you could build up and make it very bold. You can go very, light with it, give it just like a little bit of a wash of color. But overall, this is a very, very versatile palette. You can go crazy like I just did. And I kind of felt like you guys see me do so many neutral looks that what kind of draws you into this palette is that vibrant orange. So I wanted to show you guys the vibrancy of this orange. So I really hope that I pulled that off for you guys. Like I said, you can really build this one up, or you can do like a really nice light wash of a peach shade. Either way, very, very beautiful. And I want to tell you guys that this black is really, really nice. This is a really good one to like stamp close to your lash line. I actually didn't do that today. I wasn't going for that look for whatever reason, but it works really well. You guys saw all the different shades that I used and they're really good. So anyways, once again, C-Color Cosmetics killed it again. You can save 10% off with code HOTMESS10 at checkout, and I think you'll be very, very pleasantly pleased and surprised with this palette. So anyways, that's going to be all for today's video. I do want to make sure to give a Notification Squad a shout out to my friends. If you want to be a part of the Notification Squad, y'all, it's really easy. All you have to do is make sure to subscribe to my channel, click that notification bell, and then leave me a comment down below, hashtag Notification Squad, hashtag Team Hot Mess, for a chance at a shout out in a future video. Today's notification shout out goes to Plant Based You, Just Jen, Metterini, and Car Keys 26. I was able to enunciate all of them. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please help me out by giving me a big thumbs up. Sorry about the crazy hairdo. Like I said, it'll be nice and fresh for tomorrow. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and check out my second channel, Hotmess Mama Vlogs. It'll be linked down below in the description box, of course. So will my daughter Haley's channel, aka Love Haley, so make sure to check her out as well. Everything on my face will or should be linked and listed down below for you guys. And like I said, this palette, save 10% with code HOTMESS10. So anyways, until next time, my friends, as always, I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, and blessed day. Kisses from Kentucky. Bye.